Peace be with you. Indoctrination is the most powerful type of mind control, and it has been used throughout history by societies to indoctrinate their youth into whatever they wanted, right? And that is why, for example, the Japanese people thought that their emperor was God before World War II, and there are several other examples throughout history and even in current time. Like if you want to, for example, take a look at North Korea or even people here in America, we all suffer from indoctrination to one extent or another. This is why God in the Quran warns us about this and tells us not to follow people blindly. There are several verses in the Quran that talk about this, but I'll just mention one, and this is in Surah Luqman, chapter called Luqman, which is the 31st chapter of the Quran, and verse 21. And in this verse we are told, and when it is said to them, follow that which God has revealed, they say, no, we follow that on which we found our fathers. And then God says, what? Even though the devil calls them to the punishment of the burning fire. We have to understand that our ancestors, our fathers, our societies may not always be right. And we also have to understand, we have to know that we have been indoctrinated. That is without a question. All of us, when we are born, we are a blank slate, and we get our moral compass, we get our belief system, we get our whatever from our parents and from our society. So you have to be aware of that. And once you are aware of that, then you are aware that you should question the beliefs of these people and look at logic and look at everything. Like, right? Like, for example, what Prophet Abraham did. He questioned the norms of his people. All the prophets that are mentioned in the Quran and in the Bible, what they did is they questioned the norms of their people, and they resisted the drive that indoctrination provides. That being said, being aware of indoctrination also should give people, ring the alarm bells when they see the society and certain people trying to indoctrinate their children into lifestyles and ways of thinking that are certainly harmful to them and will ultimately cause them pain. And we have to resist this, because if we lose, then our children are going to be indoctrinated in these ways of thinking to their own detriment, and you can't save them from it anymore, because it's very difficult to save people once they've been indoctrinated, because then they protect what they were told is the correct thing. So what is happening in the West with children being targeted with indoctrination is potentially extremely catastrophic, and I don't think people realize that once you lose a generation like that, you can't bring them back, and they will raise the next generation, and it is a catastrophe. So God warns us in the Quran about indoctrination, and if you look around you, indoctrination is a reality that everybody should be aware of and consider its effect on themselves, and then consider its effect on their kids. And if we don't do that, then we are just simply relegated to just wandering about blindly and just following blindly, which the Quran tells us not to do. Peace be with you.